The stage is all set for the 10th General Convention of the main opposition CPN-UML, which will kick off today. The convention is being held with much fanfare and lavish spendings in Chitwan, which in recent time has been at the center of national political affairs, while it is also seen as a strategic move of the main opposition for hosting the convention in Chitwan, the home district of its one-time ally turned rival CPN Maoist Chairman Pushpakamal Dahal. Good morning, I'm Abhyuday Shrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. The 10th General Convention of the main opposition CPN-UML to kick off in Chitwan today. Prime Minister Sherbadur Deuba among other leaders to address the convention. The full court meeting implements allocation of benches by drawing lots from next Wednesday. Professional groups take out a justice rally showing solidarity with the Nepal Bar Association. New heavily mutated variant found in South Africa raises concern. Travelers arriving in England from several southern African countries will have to quarantine. And Nepal taking on Malaysia in the ICC Women's T20 World Cup Asia qualifiers seeks to register third consecutive win. The stage is all set for the 10th General Convention of the main opposition CPN-UML to kick off in Chitwan today. The party informed that the preparation for both the inaugural and closed sessions have been completed. A grand stage has been constructed at the bank of Chitwan's Narani River for today's inaugural session. CPN-UML flags can be witnessed in various places of Chitwan, while several welcome gates have been installed. A hall has also been prepared for the closed session. The party has informed that around 500,000 cadres and supporters are expected to be present at the inaugural ceremony. Meanwhile, CPN-UML Chairman KP Sharma Oli, along with other top leaders of the party, have already arrived in Chitwan to participate in the General Convention. The arrival of leaders and representatives in Chitwan for the convention has continued. Prime Minister Sherbadur Deuba, meanwhile, is scheduled to reach Chitwan today, along with other leaders to attend the inaugural session of the convention. Meanwhile, CPN Maoist Center Chairman will not be participating in the convention. CPN Unified Socialist Chairman Madhav Kumar Nepal has not been invited to attend the convention. CPN-UML also informed that guests from 4 neighboring countries, including India, are also participating in the event, while representatives from 25 countries have sent greetings. The inaugural ceremony of the General Convention is scheduled to start at 12 noon today. The main opposition CPN-UML has seemed to have miserably failed in maintaining gender balance for the General Convention, as the aspirants for most of the crucial posts up for grabs are men. We have more in this report.
Most state bodies have been criticized for limiting women's role to token participation, and the story turned no different for a major party of the country like CPN-UML. Despite their equal participation in political movements in the country and intra-party reformations, crucial positions within the parties have mostly seen male leaders. CPN-UML's party statute requires 33% or 75 female members in the 225 members Central Committee. However, the same has not been implemented in the case of office bearer positions. As a result, most female leaders within the party have been discouraged to field their candidacy. 204,084 out of the 855,453 members of CPN-UML are female. 2,175 representatives have been elected from across the country for the party's General Convention. That sadly includes just 627 women. Majority of these elected women came from quotas, raising a big question on the lack of inclusion in political parties and highlights the structural oppression of women resulted by patriarchy in our society.
The full court meeting of the Supreme Court has decided to implement the allocation of benches by drawing lots from 1st of December next Wednesday. This will be the first such practice ever adopted in the Supreme Court's judicial history. The full court meeting of the Apex Court held yesterday afternoon decided to implement the allocation of benches by drawing lots from next Wednesday. The decision has cut off the right of the Chief Justice to assign benches. The informal meeting of the disgruntled justices held yesterday had urged the Chief Justice to call the full court meeting to take a decision on implementing the new system from next week, as the full court meeting took a decision accordingly earlier yesterday. With the decision, the disgruntled group of justices are expected to return to benches. Justices also held discussions with the administration and the IT department of the Supreme Court regarding the new system. The decision will now be published in the Nepal Gazette through the Law Ministry for implementation. Meanwhile, the agitating Nepal Bar Association informed that it would continue its protest programs demanding the resignation of Chief Justice Rana, as the agitating law practitioners staged protest at the premises of the Supreme Court yesterday as well. Meanwhile, a number of professional organizations have also lent their support to the Nepal Bar Association that has remained agitated, demanding the resignation of Chief Justice Cholendra Samsher Rana. The organizations held a march past from the Supreme Court at Ramsapath to the Prime Minister's official residence in Balwatar, calling it a justice march. The participants at the rally also demanded a probe into the accumulated wealth of Chief Justice Rana alongside his resignation. Saying that Chief Justice Rana should be impeached, the participating organizations warned of intensifying the protests against political parties as well. Meanwhile, artists from Shilpi Theatre had also performed a drama highlighting the ongoing deadlock seen in the judiciary on the occasion. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked in several districts what should be done about teachers and government officials who are actively involved in politics. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
दलीय राजनीतिमा चाहिँ नआउँदा राम्रो हुन्छ र आएका यतिको छ भनेदेखि हजुर नीति नियम बनाउनु पर्यो कारबाहीको दायरामा लानुपर्छ शिक्षक पेशा छोडेर राजनीतितिर लाग्नुपर्छ कि शिक्षक हुनु पर्यो कि राजनीति गरेर नेता बन्नु पर्यो शिक्षक आफै चाहिँ त्यसमा लागि पर्न चाहिँ हुँदैन कि राजनीति नै गर्नुस् किनभने शिक्षा पेशा नै रोज्नु
And it's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. And here's the question. What's your take on the private sector being more prone towards business activities rather than setting up industries? Your options are A, trying to garner quick profit, B, risk not in priority, and C, lack of policies. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And it's time now for the sports news. Nepal will be taking on Malaysia in the ICC Women's T20 World Cup Asia qualifiers today. The match, which will be held at the ICC Academy in Dubai, will kick off this morning at 11:15 a.m. Nepal time. Nepal has won its last 2 matches and is in the second spot of the points table with 4 points from 3 matches. Nepal suffered a loss against Hong Kong in the first match but defeated Bhutan by 8 wickets in the second. Nepal registered a convincing 9-wicket victory against Kuwait in the third match yesterday. Kuwait was bowled out for a paltry score of 27 runs in 15.4 overs. Nepal reached the target with 99 balls remaining and 9 wickets in hand. If Nepal defeats Malaysia today, it will keep its hopes alive of reaching the global qualifiers. Malaysia is in the 4th spot of the points table with 2 points, securing 1 win from 3 matches. UAE leads the points table with 6 points, registering 3 wins from 3 matches. UAE is also playing against Kuwait today. The top team in the Six Nation tournament will advance to the global qualifiers. Second round matches of the ongoing Martyrs Memorial A Division League are to begin from today. 2 matches have been scheduled for today. Sadopata Youth Club will see 3-Star Club in the first match that will kick off at the Dusrat Stadium at 1 this afternoon. 3-Star is looking to continue its winning streak at the tournament, having defeated Chiasol Youth Club in the first match 3-0. Nishan Khadga, Rafael Bidias Rim and Ananta Tamang had scored a goal each in 3-Star's win. Sadopato, that debuted in the A Division League this season, meanwhile is looking for its first win of the tournament. Sadopato had played a draw with Friends Club in its first match. Sadhopartu's coach Meghraj Kesi had previously also led 3-star club. The second match will see Sankata Club up against Friends Club in the match that is scheduled to start at 3:45 p.m. Sankata had shared a point with Himalayan Sherpa in the first round. And that's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.